famous for its beautiful churches, and there's no other church in the world dedicated to the Virgin Mary more beautiful and rich in history than the Papal Basilica of Saint Mary Major. So here we are at the Basilica of Saint Mary Major, another great basilica of Rome. Its great exterior is one of the best preserved Byzantine interior in the city. The name Santa Maria Maggiore or Saint Mary Major is reflective to the fact that this basilica is the largest of the 26 churches in Rome dedicated to the Virgin Mary. It stands actually on the site of an ancient Roman temple. It is said that the site was chosen by the Virgin Mary herself when Pope Liberius built it on a site of an apparition of the Blessed Mother, the Virgin Mary, who appeared to both the Pope and John Giovanni, a Roman patrician, on August 4, 352, instructing them to build a church right here in the Esquiline Hill. John Giovanni decided to leave his wealth for the service of the Virgin Mary as he has no children. Soon after the apparition, Pope Liberius ordered the construction of the church dedicated to Our Lady from generous donations from the Giovanni's family who got their long-awaited child. The floor plan was actually outlined by a miraculous August snowfall during a hottest month of the year. Therefore, the place where we are located was chosen by the Virgin herself, after which she appeared in Fatima, Lourdes, and so on. But the first place on earth where she chose was actually here. Every August 15th, which is the Feast of the Assumption, during Solemn Mass, the ceiling is opened and white petals fall, recalling the snow miracle on a hot, warm summer day of August 4th apparition. Santa Maria Maggiore was fully restored and renovated in the 18th century. The facade and most of the interiors date from that period. The medieval bell tower is the highest in Rome at 240 feet. The interior of the basilica preserves its majestic early Christian form, which was the standard in Rome in the 15th century. A tall, wide column supports a nave with wide side aisles and a round apse. The Athenian marble columns support the nave. The floor of the church is paved in mosaics and the ceiling in gold. The high altar is a papal altar. It is traditional for the Pope to celebrate Mass here on the Feast of the Assumption of Mary every August 15th. Beneath the altar is a confession with the kneeling statue of Pope Pius IX, and under this is Saint Jerome, the doctor of the Church and author of the Latin translation of the Bible, who is buried in the Bethlehem crypt. The crypt is actually built to resemble the cave of the Nativity in Bethlehem. The Pauline Chapel is home to the famous icon of the Virgin Mary known as Salus Populi Roman, or the help of Roman people. The name derived from a miracle in which devotion to the icon helped save the people of the city from a terrible plague. Legend claims that it was painted from life by Saint Luke the Evangelist. The Patriarchal Basilica contains the funerary monuments of Pope Clement IX, Paul V, and Nicholas IV. A number of other famous Catholics are buried here as well, including the Saint Jerome and the artist Gian Lorenzo Bernini. There are top reasons why you should make a visit to this church. It is one of the pilgrimage churches of Rome. It is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Starting from what you see as you approach, you may notice the tall 14th century campanile. It is in fact the tallest bell tower in Rome at 250 feet. It is home to an ancient Egyptian obelisk. In the rear end of the church is one of the many obelisks in Rome. There are 13 in all. Some of them were taken from Egypt during the Roman Empire, and others were made in Egypt at the request of the rich and powerful during the Roman Empire. It has a stunning golden Renaissance era ceiling. Once inside, the first thing a visitor notices is the golden Renaissance era ceiling of the nave. This is historically significant, as it is said to be brought back by Columbus, the first gold brought here to Europe from the New World. It was donated to Pope Alexander VI by Isabella and Ferdinand of Spain. The 250-foot-long nave, set off by a 36-thick iconic columns, is architecturally interesting. The ceiling of Santa Maria Maggiore is indeed a true masterpiece of art and architecture. The mosaics above the nave date back to the church's founding in the 5th century and are in the Byzantine style and Abrahamic stories of the Old Testament. Wonderful indeed! Truly an inspiring story of Christian Rome. Watch out for more inspiring stories about the journey to sainthood of saints and historic Christian sites we visited during our European Marian pilgrimage.